Hey everyone, this is RingtailRandl again. How you do? A bonus episode this early? Well, I bet you're wondering to yourself. Two things, why is it going so fast, and why a bonus episode before the LP's over? Well, I would like to touch on some things with you, and by the way, the video you'll be watching is sped up. This is going to be my Alice run. I mainly did this to pump up the death counter, and to just polish it off, see that we've done 100%. It was originally about an hour long, and I didn't want to upload 3 videos of something we've already seen through as Marisa, so you're going to see me dying at breakneck speed as Alice. But I will keep the clips, I will still compile them into the death montage whenever that will be completed and we have enough deaths. So, there we are, everyone. Alright. And I mainly want to use this bonus episode to talk about certain things. First off, thank you for support, everyone, and anyone that's watching that has not watched my LPs or has not commented, liked, any of that stuff. If you even like my style a little bit, I recommend you even a temporary subscription to see if you like my content. I won't have my feelings hurt if you unsub. That's just how things are. Alright, and the first thing I would like to talk about is Let's Play standards by new Let's Players. As you may have seen, I have a different standard for quality. I've been watching LPs for 5 years. I've been doing my research. I've really been trying to make this the very most I can. And the most I can do is to also help y'all out by giving you some tips. Alright, to start off your channel, the first most important thing to do is to pick something that's interesting. But anything can be interesting, it really just depends on the gameplay and the mechanics and the content of what they're going to be watching. Try to not do something that has been done to death. That is definitely one of the first rules. I want to do Super Mario Brothers, but it has been done to death. So, I did a Super Mario Brothers tribute game, which is based on a Toho theme. It's different, but it's the same concept. I'm virtually playing the same game with different content. That was my first choice, and I'm sticking with it. And also, a very good thing to stick to is your first game should not be a turn-based RPG. No one will watch those if it's your first video. If you've had subscribers for a while, and you have a good number of them, then it's probably the time to start turn-based RPGs. And speed up the battles or completely cut them out. Probably keep the battles where you encounter enemies for the first time, speed up all the rest, etc, etc, etc. And definitely the most important for a first choice of game is something that you will find fun and or are decent at. Not everything is professional runs, not everything is frustration runs, not everything is for the subscriber. You need to enjoy the game yourself a bit. Alright. And definitely keep in mind that commentary can drive someone away or pull them closer. There are several styles for commentary. Mine, as you've been seeing, is just capturing the process of having fun and the sense of accomplishment. That is my style. That is what I've been watching LPs with for about 5 years, and that's what I'm going to go with. Some people do voices like Pickle44444. He does voices, humor, but he generally just has a good time and does walkthroughs. It's a very good style. That's what a lot of people do. Some people do informational, but it's not really that great of a success because it can turn into a visual novel. It really can. If someone wants a walkthrough with nothing but information and childish content, someone can just go to GameFAQs or something like that. So try not to be too informational, and definitely do not be monotonous. Do not be monotone. Whew. And for some people that's easier said than done. Heck, me right now, I might be being a little monotone as is, because I'm talking about all this bonus content that has been off of a piece of notebook paper with topics on it, so I can keep my focus. And to keep away from monotony, pitch variance and enthusiasm are definitely different things. In my LPs, you've noticed I've made fun little noises when I'm about to get in trouble or something like that. That's just what I do when I play games. I panic, I get excited. I'm a normal person too. So, if you're just normal, if you're yourself, and you can find a bit of enthusiasm as you play, people will be drawn to that. I guarantee it. But some people also have some people, I'm sorry, some people really have some grating voices that just grate the eardrums. And a good example of that would be if someone's like, "Hey guys, we're gonna play this game together. Are you ready?" Oh, no, I hate those voices, and there are an awful lot of them. But it's your voice. You really cannot help your voice. So what you can do is to make sure that you adjust your voice roughness and softness and be a bit more conscious about the way you present your commentary for a short while. See, I'm a Capricorn. I'm a natural outspoken person. I've always been good with communication, so that's not a great big deal with me. But definitely, at some point, if you notice your stuff being a bit too rough or a bit too soft, adjust it in your programs or just work on presenting. It's pretty easy. If you just practice playing games while speaking, you'll get it in no time, I guarantee it. And also, this is something I should probably also focus on. Some people will have accents or dialects. Me, I've lived in Texas all my life. I appear to have a slight accent, and popular peers like Nintendo Capri Sun also has an accent. He grew up in Georgia, I believe. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, there's nothing you can do about that. But people will favor an accent that is not very heavy, not real hard to listen to. But really, some things just cannot be helped. So, if your accent is slight, I think mine's slight. If mine's not, feel free to leave in the comments. Say what you like about it. I am me. As for dialect, you do not want to sound too educated or too stupid, because some people really just go, "Ah, holy shit, oh fuck, oh god," and just cuss every other word. People don't want to watch that unless it's a Battletoads gameplay video. And trust me, if you're playing Battletoads long enough, it'll happen to you too. And that also ties in with explicatives and inappropriates. Really just try to cut down on that, because as funny as sex jokes and cussing and stuff may be, it does get old very, very quickly. Just cut it out, guys. Just cut it down. Alright. I have a bonus segment included in the middle of this bonus episode as a thank you for watching. I do believe we are about to come up on it. In my next segment, I will talk more about how you can improve your LPs. But for now, let's just enjoy me kind of doing a pretty good job here, actually. I remember I died at least once as Marisa on this stage. Well, let's see if I improved any. But since I have this time, I want to also say that as far as getting subscribers goes, you cannot sit around and do nothing. Subscribers will not fall into your lap. If you're brand new like me, at the moment of me making this commentary in this bonus video, I have 11 subscribers. Probably only about 2, 3, or 4 of them actually watch my videos. A lot of other people may be lurkers from the Voltron Army Let's Play forums. Oh, there's a plug. If you are starting LPs and you want to get a little publicity, if you subscribe to start out with, definitely post your LP thread at Voltron Army. Look it up on Google, you'll find it first thing. You will also find some very interesting people doing very interesting Let's Plays. I've been very interested in that forum now. And I update my Super Marisa Land every time I upload, and I'm going to keep doing that. Okay. And really, you've got to give back to your subscribers. If someone does sub for sub, be faithful. Don't just stick to that number. Unless they're just doing just that. If they're just there for the numbers, and they're not giving you any support, feel free to do the same thing to them, you know? Because if they're not pulling their weight, why should you pull your weight? But the most valuable subscriber is the one that loves your content. I guarantee it. It's nice. Oh, hey, where'd the picture go? Oh, don't worry, guys. This is intentional. How you do? This is RingtailRandl, And this is a white screen. As said in the title, this is a bonus episode to Super Marisa Land. However, I'm going to give you another bonus. I felt I really owed it to all of you for sticking through my mistakes and all that stuff. All the growing pains. See, that's the sense of it, is to share with you the sense of accomplishment that comes with doing all of those stages. And believe me, I bet when you watched that stage 18, you felt it too. I sure hope you did. Okay. Well, like I said in one of the earlier episodes, this white screen is not precisely a white screen. It is actually a game screen. And the emulation is paused at the moment because I need to just say some words, introduce this game for what it is. Like I said, I'm going to give away right now. And if you paid attention, you'll remember what I said. There were 2 games that I remember being my first 2 games. This is the second game I mentioned. Do you know what it is yet? No? Well, let's go ahead and get right into it. I will display for you the first level and tell you how this is going to go and what the difference is going to be when the LP starts. So here we go, everybody. First you draw a circle, then you dot the eyes, add a great big smile, and presto! It's Kirby! Alright everyone, this is Kirby's Adventure for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This was probably my second video game. Maybe my first, I'm not sure. I know, laugh it and get out of your system. This game is honestly probably one of the most beautifully designed games for its console of its time. As we go on, pay special attention to the backgrounds, designs, and the vibrant colors they use, because they are very surprising. Later on, you'll even see one of the first 3D effects. Well, maybe not one of the first 3D effects to hit the NES, but one of the most well-executed 3D effects executed on the Nintendo Entertainment System. And this is an explanation of Kirby's, at the time, new copy abilities. Goodness, when the LP starts, I'm probably going to have to adjust it to where that blue bit is not on the screen. That's distracting. But this game is close to my heart. I played it all the time. When I got the remake, it just was not the same. They cut out the intro to my favorite track in this game, and that really insulted me. And they changed the mini games. I'm sorry, you just don't desecrate a classic like that. You just don't do it. I don't care how updated the graphics are. And this game was the turning point in the series, made it what it is today, made the next game coming along, I believe, was Kirby's Dream Land 2 or Kirby Superstar. And Superstar, if you've never heard of it, well, I'll tell you about it in a minute. Here's the story. One day, the peaceful life of Dreamland was shattered by a mysterious crisis. The inhabitants didn't dream. On the edge of Dreamland, dreams and hope once gushed forth from the dream spring, fueled by the Star Rod. Investigating the dream spring, Kirby found naughty King Dedede Douche swimming in its magical waters. What did you leave in there? I saw that. Dedede had broken the Star Rod and given the pieces to his friends, who are now hiding in Dreamland. Oh, Dedede, you're with the bad crowd, aren't you? To break not to break the dreams, to bring back the lost dreams, Kirby sought the Star Rod. With nothing but a pocket full of wishes and a satchel full of dreams over his shoulder. Well, let's get right on into it. As you notice, this is brand new. I've not gone through it yet. When the LP starts, that will be different. There is a surprise. And I actually decided that I will not be doing the challenge run. That honestly turned into a massive clusterfuck and wasted a lot of viewing time. And I know that one of the more important elements of an audience is to get straight to the point whenever you can. So let's go on and get right into it. Here we go. This is the first level. This is Vegetable Valley, and this is the track. that they reduced the intro to. It made me furious when I didn't hear the full intro in the remake. Well, the controls are pretty standard. A jump, and you'll see the rest as we go on. In my practice run of this, I got hit by the first enemy, so let's not do that this time. Alright, that was Wall D, and this is Beam. It is pretty standard, as you can see. Alright, this is Spark. This is a defensive ability. That's how it works. Oh look, we cannot get over this. What you do is you tap up, and you fly, and B creates an air pellet. There's a Cubert in the next room, so I will demonstrate fire at a later time. Into the door. Hi, Wall D. And some enemies do not give you copy abilities. You can, in the later games, you can tell this right away because they'll blink. Or, also if they... why did I copy that again? They will use an ability, like the Cubert, this guy right here. He'll breathe fire. Oh, he uses something. That's fire. That's how you know. And knowing's half the battle. Alright, Brown Birds, nothing? This stage is a pretty straightforward intro. Come on. Man, if this is going to be choosy, I'm just going to use the joypad. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to use the stick. How did that not hit me? Well, okay, let's keep on going, guys. Poppy Brothers Jr., nothing. Alright, keep on going. And it's pretty standard for a platformer. The score below does nothing. Alright, also when you're flying, you can hover on top of the water, but as soon as you puff an air pellet, you're right back in it. Those Maximum Tomatoes completely restore Kirby's HP. So, ooh, in a pinch, keep an eye out. Alright, here's the end level. And here's your chance to earn extra lives. You have to hit A at the precise time, which I almost did. It has been about 7 years since I played this last. So you'll have to pardon me for being a bit rusty. And we're going to go through this wonderful game, and I am probably going to use the keyboard if this controller is going to be this way. That, or I may sync up my PS3 controller and give that a shot. That would work nicely, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. Well, alright guys, I'm going to let y'all go. We're going to go right back to Super Marisa Land. This is probably going to be sped up, so I apologize if it is. At the time of recording this, I just finished the finale, and I have not started on the bonus episodes for Super Marisa Land yet. But you're going to be seeing this in a bonus episode, so why does that matter? Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to let you get back to puny Puppet Master mode, and trust me, it's going to be over before you know it. And I'm excited to play this game for you. I say it's a skill run, but really, it's probably not going to wind up being so skillful. But if I can show you the game and show you 100%, I will be happy. So here we go, right back to Alice mode. I will see you in a second. Alright, welcome back everyone. This is RingtailRandl again. And also, a good thing to talk about while we're talking about Let's Plays is gameplay. You don't necessarily have to be a god at a game to Let's Play it, as demonstrated by some popular Let's Players like Nintendo Capri-san isn't exactly professional at all the games he plays, but he has fun. He does walkthroughs, and that's also part of his commentary style. It's not all gameplay, it's not all game choice, it's not all commentary. It's a combination of how well you execute everything together. And on to my next point, as far as gameplay goes, even if you're playing blind for a bit, it is always good to do a practice run. You can still practice run and do a game blind, as to try not to make the game too awful monotonous for your viewers. Well, the gameplay as monotonous to your viewers as possible. And as also with the commentary bit and the gameplay bit, absolutely try to keep your commentary relevant, unless you're playing a turn-based RPG, and that's a lot of filler talking time. If you're doing a lot of those, feel free to make your channel a vlog or something like that. That's probably what I'm going to be doing with my channel in a little bit, but that's just my channel. Do what you want, guys. And also, action is fun to watch. Even platforms are action. It's fast-paced. Anything can happen in a second. So it's always a good choice. For platformers, something with action, something that mixes up is always a good pick for a Let's Play. So remember that. Just remember earlier when I said try not to pick something that's played to death. And definitely practice run just a little bit. Even if you only practice run 4 stages, it's better than not practicing running at all. Because for Super Marisa Land, I said I only practice ran to stage 4. That's exactly what I did. I only went to stage 4, then I started recording the first episode, and I went from there. Okay, it appears I only have a bit more time to talk over the sped up clips. So the last bit I would like to touch on is the hardware and the software I'm using for recording, because I'm honestly surprised at the quality I got here. With Super Marisa Land, I used Fraps 3.03. Someone wrote me a good deal on this, and I managed to only pay about $50 for Fraps. So, that's how I got my Fraps. The only problem I see with Fraps is that it will sometimes, occasionally lag. But that's no problem. And also the files recorded huge, but it's because it catches 60 frames per second. It could probably catch more. For my narration, even right now, I'm using Camtasia Studio 7.1, which includes a video compiler, a narration tool, and a screen capture. And if you adjust the setting, it's a wonderful program. My next Let's Play will be using Camtasia because I cannot use Fraps in the emulator. So, we'll see how that is. I've already recorded the next Let's Play. Spoilers, spoilers, it's already done. I'm on bonus episodes for that. And for the first few episodes, the frames per second are going to be lower, but by the time we hit about episode 4, I will have adjusted to 30 FPS and we'll be getting good FPS. So look forward to that, everyone. And to compile my footage and adjust all that stuff, pitch shift like I have sometimes and all that, I have used something I got a wonderful deal on. I only paid $80 to get this. I got Sony Vegas Movie Studio HD Platinum 10.0. Yeah, it's a mouthful, I know. But as counterintuitive as the program can be sometimes, you can get immeasurable quality. It's a wonderful program. I highly recommend it. But really, learning how to use some things like splitting clips, pitch shifting, and speeding up clips is counterintuitive, but if you put in that work, and you will get the result you want, I guarantee it. And also, I forgot to mention this, but Camtasia Studio also includes an option to where you can record the screen, your audio, and the system audio all at once. If you want to adjust your volumes in a different program, like I record with Camtasia 7.1 and some emulators, and then I separate the voice. Because I had to change the volumes between the gameplay and the voice because they were about the same volume. In Camtasia 7.1, you can export audio. And if you're using the screen recorder, it will put your voice on voice channel. I think audio channel 1, I believe. So if you export the audio from audio channel 1, save it to its own .wav, and then delete it from the project and export your video, you can add the video to, like, say Vegas, and then add the voice, adjust the volumes, and you're golden, man. Wonderful program. I'm glad I paid the money out for it. I'm glad I have a friend who constantly cuts me deals on this stuff. It just has overstock. Well, overstock cereals anyway. But man, that's so much better than paying out $300 a piece for all of those. Because I'm working temporary jobs right now. I don't have that kind of money. I am barely making it by. Alright, everyone. I do believe that's the end of my notebook paper, and it was just enough to fill in the video. We are coming to a close on Alice mode. I still hate those Philly plants. Trust me, in the next episodes you're going to see plenty more of the stuff we didn't see much of. It's roaring good time. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. We're coming to a close very quickly. I'm going to plug my channel real quick. If you like my content or my presentation, please give me a temp sub and we will see what we can do. See if you like my content. And if you're a new LPer, leave a comment. I will check out your channel. If I like it, I'll sub. If not, I don't do sub or sub, etc., etc., etc. Thank you, everyone. Bye.